Hello. Hello. So I was just sitting down to film something else, but my house is really quiet and it just started to rain, and I have these beautiful nails on, and a few days ago I remembered that I had made an ASMR channel. And yeah, so we're gonna just chat and tap and whisper or soft spoken, probably whatever's coming out right now. So yeah. What do I want to start with? Let's start with the lemon. I thought it would be very subtle. Yeah, I really did forget. Not that I kind of have remembered once in a while, but it wasn't until I made a different YouTube channel that I kind of remembered. But yeah, what do I want to chit chat about? I'm in a really good spot in my life right now. Nothing externally has changed, but a lot of integration has happened from my spiritual endeavors, and it's really liberating, knowing what you're meant to do next. And my major life theme is dealing with self-worth, and thinking that I'm not worthy enough to go after A, get the things that I want, and B, am worthy enough to help others in the capacity that I know that I can. So I'm really excited that I've been going through a lot of my self-worth blocks, and yeah, I gotta try to look at the camera, not me, because I'm right here. But yeah, it's like so beautiful. It really is. Like, it's just so crazy once you start doing this and or like start working on yourself and uncovering what your problems are. You know, some people are on the other end of the spectrum where they're too confident, right? And they have to be humbled. And then there's people like me who have spent their whole life trying to validate themselves and fill that void through everything that they could get their hands on. And it's just beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna tap on this next. What I'm doing next is not tarot, but yesterday I was with a friend and they had tarot cards, and I never owned tarot cards or bought any, and they had like these mystery little boxes. So she told me to get one, and I picked one out, and it's actually really cool because it's like the deck of cards, but like there's still like meaning on them, so it's kind of like a way to soft launch into being able to read from a deck of cards. I actually know nothing about reading tarot, but it'll be really fun. I think this morning when I was just reading the book and playing with it, the 3 cards that I pulled were not very exciting for me, but I found an interpretation that I think helped me. I just want to say, like, if you're in a place that you feel so stuck and helpless, just keep fighting and trying to find the way out, because it's there. It's never not been there. It's just your belief system that's keeping you trapped where you are, and there's nothing wrong with where you are because it's exactly where you're meant to be. I'm gonna make sure to look at the camera for that one. It's exactly where you're meant to be, and it's a beautiful process that you will undergo to alchemize and transform your life. I'm making the thumbnail, don't mind me. That one will be it. It hasn't rained in a while. And not like this. It's so beautiful. You know, the last couple weeks, I've been in a very, I've been going through a lot of stuff energetically and being in quite a place of a panic. Just because the things in my life are starting to ignite. Like, my path is now being materialized, and so I'm just a little bit more prone to getting a bit antsy, and so that's kind of been happening, and I think today is a very beautiful reset. And the rain is a good reminder of that, to just kind of wash away everything that's not needed anymore and allow us to begin again. You know, once the sun comes back out tomorrow, those little seedlings that were watered the day before will begin to set its roots. Yeah, I really think that the rain hasn't been here, and that might have been the reason for some of my because really weather is such a humbler. Weather is just so humbling. It reminds you that everything is happening on such a larger scale than what you're able to perceive of, and it's humbling and just a great reminder that you're not in control. You are in control, but it's more like learning to steer the boat, like recognizing that life is just this happening, and then there's this level of consciousness that's being emanated through you, and that's allowing you to navigate through the water. I had a confirmation burp. Yeah, I've kind of been forgetting about relaxing. And I think that's maybe why I forgot about ASMR. It's just so fascinating to see all these different states that you go through and these seasons of your life that you just feel so at the center of and so immersed in, and then realize that they're fleeting in time, and I don't know. Hopefully you're able to pick up what I'm putting down. I'm gonna go back to the cards because I just feel like the box sounds so delicious. 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 I don't know how to not look at myself. Let's do another one. And out. Oh, I recently burned all of my paintings. I really was just painting just for emotional release, to get things out and to give myself something to do while I was really delving into just myself and doing all this inner work. It was really helpful to have something to play with. You know, I'm no Picasso at this point by any means, and a lot of the paintings just had a lot of emotional charge to them. So I had burned quite a few a couple weeks ago, and then it was funny because one of the paintings that was involved was a trigger from a specific person, and then the day after I burned it, that person of course reached out, and that experience, it wound up illuminating so much and releasing so much for me. It was so beautiful. You know, in the moment, like a few days later after something had happened, I'm like questioning, I'm like, why did I entangle? Why did I even engage again? And then right after that, it became so apparent and so clear that I had to let this person go completely. And it was the most freeing moment, because it wasn't just about letting them go, because I was at that point just wanting to communicate with them to help explain our situation, and because I have this need to help people in my life, and I just wanted to be able to shine light onto something for somebody, and realizing that not everyone can hear you and what you have to say, and I actually have no responsibility to help anybody. That's, if somebody needs help and I can help them, that is beautiful, but there's no, it released this need in me that I had to help everybody, and that I could, because I can't, and it was so beautiful, and I was so thankful, and I was just in awe of how the universe works. You know, when you're paying enough attention, you're being spoken to at all times, and you don't take that as something you're doing wrong if you're not constantly trying to figure things out, because that's just a trap within itself. But it's more of a pointer to allow you to recognize that you're meant to be in every moment that you are, and your teachers are everywhere. Your teachers are in your everything. It's in the mirror, it's in your family, it's in your friends, it's in your drive, it's in the sky, it's everywhere. Okay, you beautiful soul. The time is ending. You can always rewatch it. Love yourself.